Hello guys, welcome back to sanvfx, and today we're back with another really exciting tutorial. As you can see in the screen, we're going to model this Coca-Cola can and render this using Vray. Okay, if you have liked my Facebook page, you could have already seen the preview there. Okay, here's what we'll be creating. We'll be creating this Coca-Cola can, and then we'll render it. We'll also add in these few water droplets, water vapor, which cools down and forms these droplets. Okay, so let's get started. Here's the scene file. Okay, let me go ahead and reset. Now, yes, reset. Okay, now first of all, let me load my blueprint so that I can model my can a little more easily. So let me go to front view, and from the view, viewport background, configure viewport background, or the shortcut key Alt B. Use files, match bitmap, and log zoom pan, and let me browse my file. Let me go in sanvfx. Oops, sorry. Okay, Coca-Cola can, and then here we go, reference. Okay, I'll be using this one, or okay, this one will be fine. Open up, and okay, here I have the reference. So now first of all, we have three pieces here, the top part here and the bottom part and this body, so we're gonna make them separately so that will be easy for us to texturize as well. So let me go to shapes and start up with a line. Okay, now I'll click right here and just click and drag to give it a little bit curvy shape, and then something around here. Let's go down, and you can just click your middle mouse and drag it, or you can also press in the I key on a keyboard. Okay, but you can just press the middle scroll button and drag it if the blueprint goes out of your screen. And let me go ahead and press the shift key to make the line straight, and let me click somewhere around here, and again move down, again press the shift key so that we get a straight line. And right now we have the curve here, so let me make it a little more curvy and click right here and right click. Okay, now you can see it's a little more not so good at this end, so it's not perfect. So let me convert this to a bezier, and I can just select this handle, oops, press the double key to go to move, and then only you can move that. Okay, now click this one here and go to press R and scale it down. And for this one also I'm going to convert it to a bezier and scale it on y-axis. Okay, that's good. Now this part right here, again we need to tweak a little bit, rotate, scale, and that way you can just tweak them. Okay, this part here, oh, let me just make it smooth. That's not good. Let's wait for a while and make some adjustments. We'll surely get it done. Again, let me go to bezier, and then okay, now this one, take it, scale it down. That looks good. Okay, now that we are done with that, let me go ahead and go to hierarchy panel, affect pivot only, and let me go to my move tool and make my x-axis at 0. Okay, so that my pivot point will be at the center of origin. Now I can just go ahead and get rid of this blueprint. I won't be needing that anymore. So go to viewport background again and configure viewport background, and instead of use file I can just use custom user interface gradient color. Okay, now let me go to modify panel and add in a lead modifier. Okay, now you can see the can is ready. Okay, I can increase the segments, maybe something like 24. Okay, that looks good. Let me get rid of the selection bracket by pressing the J key and press F4 to turn on wireframe mode. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, I guess everything looks fine. If it does not look fine, you can again go back to line and adjust something, but I think in our case it looks good. Okay, so let me now convert it to an editable poly. Okay, now we'll create our bottom part, but we'll extract that from this line only. So let me go to border and select this border here, and let me press the shift key and drag, move it on G axis so that it will be extruded. Okay, and let me control click this polygon, so that previously we were selecting the edges, so if we control click any other elements right here, then the respective element will be selected. So let's suppose I click this segment right here, then the faces sharing this edge is this face and this face. So if I control click the polygon, then you can see these two faces will be selected. Okay, so what I can do is go select the border and control click the polygon so that we get all these bottom pieces. Now I can just extract it, detach it, and name it bottom part. Okay, and let me also select this body and name this as a body. Okay, now I need to again go to border, select this border, and now press the R key to get the scale, and again pressing the shift key just drag it inward, something like that. Okay, and again shift and drag it up in the G space. Once again press the R key, shift and drag it. We're just extruding out to form a simple shape, and I can this time make it something like that. Okay, and once again shift and drag so that we get a little segment right there. And I'm gonna control click the vertices so that all these center vertices will be selected, and I can just go ahead and weld them together. So large amount. Okay, that's fine. Now let me go ahead and select this edge right here and do a loop, and let me scale that. Okay, and let me pull that down a bit. Okay, that's good. Now I can go ahead and chamfer that with maybe 3-4 segments, something like that. Okay, now that bottom piece is done. It was as simple as it is. Now the top portion, and we're gonna again select the border, select this body, select the border, and select this part right here, and let me press the R key and extrude it just a little bit outside. Okay, something like that. Okay, and again control click the polygon and detach it and name it top part. Okay, you can name it whatever you like. Okay, now select this top part here, and I'm gonna again go to border and it's already selected, so shift and drag up, something like that. Okay, again R, press the R key to get the scale and shift and drag. Okay, let's before going any further, let me open up my reference so that I can see what it exactly looks like. So coca and reference, maybe this one is good. Okay, you can see here. Okay, and here we go. Now the first one is down, and then again we get the scale, so let me scale it a little more back, and then again press the double key and drag it down on the G space. Okay, and again R and shift key, drag, not too much, just a little bit. Okay, again W, shift, drag. It's just easy, just pressing the shift key and extruding out. And again R, a little bit more in, again W, pull it up. Okay, and this time I'm gonna scale it without pressing the shift key. Okay, you can see that, and then I can just again press the shift key and drag it in. Okay, that's easy to create that shape as well. Now the little tough part will be creating this shape right here. You can see this shape right here. So what we're gonna do is, instead of creating right through this polygon, we're gonna create a line as a reference. So let me just press the Alt Q to get the isolation mode for this top part, and then I'm gonna go ahead and create a line, and let's see what our shape looks like. Okay, it's bigger at this end and smaller at that end. Okay, let me create a shape similar to that one. Okay, and okay, close spline and right click. Now let me go to modify tab and go to vertex. Let me convert this to a bezier, and let me move this one out. This one maybe. We just need to get the perfect shape. Okay, just rotate, scale, and move them and tweak them a little bit. It's a little boring, but it's really necessary. Okay, now move this up, rotate it, and maybe scale it down for this part here. Scale it up maybe. We're kind of getting that shape. Rotate this. Okay, that looks good. Maybe move this two part a little up. Okay. Just go ahead and try tweaking them and get the best result as much as you can, and I'll just stop it right here. If you want to tweak, you can tweak a little more. Okay, now once that is done, let me position it right around here, and let's see how big is that. It's really big, so let me just scale it up. Okay, and position it somewhere around here. Okay, now this will guide us as a reference, so that now we'll select this top part here and go to vertex, and we'll just match these vertex to this shape. Okay, so select each and every vertex and just try tweaking them. It should be really easy for you. Okay, just go ahead, pull it out there, and like that, here, there. Okay, you can also fill these polygons as first and then cut to create the shape, but that's gonna take a little more time than what we are doing right now. So this one is better, I guess. Okay, that's in position somewhere around. It's the last one. Okay, maybe we need a little more resolution right here, and pull this one up a bit. Okay, something like that. A little more tweaking. Okay, that's good. Now we can just go ahead and delete this shape. Okay, oops, sorry. Set this is, and okay, we get this shape right now. Now let's go to border again and select this one, and we're gonna pull it down by pressing the shift key, not too much, just a little bit, and then again press the R key and pull it in. Okay, once again a little bit down, and again R and pull it in. Okay, now we got one more shape right there. You can see this kind of like a crescent moon. Okay, we need to create that shape as well, so we're gonna use the same technique like we did before. So go to line and create a line, something like that, like a cashew nut. Okay, close spline and go to modify tab, vertex, and tweak this vertex. Okay, okay, just a little more. It's already getting the good shape. Now let me convert it to bezier and scale it up. Maybe rotate this one. Okay, sorry. Okay, you can just make the better shape and just try tweaking that. I'll just work on with this one right now, and it'll be somewhere around in here maybe. Let's see what we have got. Let's see there. Yeah, somewhere around there maybe. Okay, that'll be good. Now select this top part again, go to vertex, and again match this vertex to our reference or our line. Okay, right there, and just a little more. Okay, now you get a little bit problem right here because we don't have points. This, if we drag this out here and again this one, you can see that they are crossing, almost like crossing the lines. Okay, so instead of that, what we'll do is we pull this part right in the middle here, and this one somewhere around in here. First of all, okay, just think how you can match these points as per the reference, and if you can't match with these vertices, then you can add in some segments, and you can do that way as well. After all, I got to that one the same as before, no problem. Okay, and just a few more, and you see we have really small space there, so we'll pull this back a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Now again, I can just select this line and delete that. And finally, we're going to close this part right here and just press the shift key, drag it a little bit down to give it a depth, and R, and pull it in. And let me pull it back in the y-axis, and again R, shift and drag, get it in. Control click the vertices, and let me go ahead and weld that. Okay, weld. That's good. Now these are done, we need to smooth these out. So let me press Alt Q to get out of the isolation mode, and I need to smooth this bottom part as well. So let me go ahead and select these two edges right there and do a loop, and go ahead with the chamfer. Okay, that's too much. Maybe something like that, and just two segments maybe. Okay, that's good. Okay, and also for this part right here, loop and do a quick chamfer. Okay, now I can just add in a turbo smooth with 2 iterations and isoline the display. That looks good. Let me get rid of this realistic mode and go to shaded mode. And for the top part as well, same thing, we're gonna select this corner edges and loop, chamfer with 2 segments. Okay, and here we have these few options: loop, chamfer. Okay, that's gonna be alright. And also for this part, loop, chamfer, and I'm not gonna go with 2 segments, just 1 segment right there, maybe something like that. Okay, now we have for this depth as well. Okay, select all these, do a loop and do a chamfer. What I did, I guess I extruded, sorry. Okay, so again go to chamfer. I accidentally hit the extrude, sorry for that. Okay, and finally this part here, and do a loop and do a chamfer, a little more less amount. Okay, 0.21, that's fine. And let me add in a turbo smooth with 2 iterations and isoline display, and let me press the F4 key to see if that's the shading looks good. Okay, that's good. Now the last part to model, and that is this opener or something like that. Okay, now to do that, let me again press the Alt Q for this top part so that we can have a better look. And let me go to line and again get the shape out of this line. So you can see I need somewhere from here to here. Okay, first of all let me just create that shape now. You can also use the ellipse. Okay, let us use the ellipse to create that, so it'll be better, I guess. Okay, we'll move it to position and go to modify tab. Oops. We need to convert it to an editable spline and select the vertex, and I'm gonna just scale it out, pull it up maybe, and the bottom part as well, scale it out, and these two parts move them aside. That's good. Move them a little bit, sorry, a little bit somewhere that. Okay, I think that's will be good enough. Pull it up to see. Okay, maybe we need to scale it a little more down, something like that. Okay, and let me pull this aside for now, and we need to create more shapes for this hole and this part right there. So let me go ahead and create a circle now. Let me scale it down. Okay, go to modify tab, convert it to an editable spline, and just pull this one up, and that's done. Now again go to line now, and I need to get the bottom shape here. Close spline and go to modify tab. Now we're gonna need to tweak them. You know, this is really a boring part. I hate this part as well. Tweaking all these segments, these vertices, it really gets really boring. Okay, and just a little more. Okay, that'll be good. I'm not gonna play around more for that. Okay, now once that is done, I'm gonna select one of my spline and attach it, and attach this one and this one together. Okay, now once that they are attached, I'm gonna go ahead and add in an extrude modifier to that. Now you can see it's something really weird. Maybe I'll just do that extrude because we don't have them lined together. So let me pull them up, push them together. Okay, they are right at the center. Okay, now that's done. Let me add in extrude once again. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to convert it to an editable poly. Okay, and hit the F4. We can just go to extrude again. I just press the Ctrl G and give it some amount, maybe 1 or maybe 1.5. So that'll do good for this one. We don't need to go ahead and tweak it more in the editable poly. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now let us position it in the place, pull it back. Now obviously, since this is a tutorial, I didn't work on that shape too much because I don't want to waste lots of time. So you can just go ahead and do your best in tweaking those segments. So that's good. I guess it's not in the bottom. Yeah, okay, somewhere around there. Maybe pull it a little up, just touch that floor. Okay, that's good. Now I'll just create a simple cylinder right here and go to tick on auto grid and let me create that one just a little bit, and go to modify tab, get rid of the high segments. I don't need that. Let me pull it up and decrease the height down, and let me go to select this one, convert it to an editable poly, Also this one, convert it to an editable poly. Let me attach these two together. Okay, now we're done with the modeling part. So our can looks pretty good. Okay, so the modeling part is over, so we'll see you guys in the next lesson, where we will look at how we can render this can and add in some water droplets and texturize this can. So see you guys in the next part, and I'll get back to you in a week. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.